Hey everybody, this is John Brackett with Fidelity Business Partners, and welcome to the weekly question, also the host of We Build Great Apartment Communities, where our purpose is to build out great apartment communities and to improve how people live. So today I'm going to share the question of the week, okay? Today's question of the week is this. It's what is the fastest way to build wealth, okay, using real estate? Okay, now we've got several questions that were similar to this, so I took all of those questions because they were relatively similar, and I hope that I'm interpreting the question the right way. So let me start off by sharing this, okay? First of all, I think we need to start redefining how we think about wealth. I think that's the first thing. And I can only share my experiences, right? But I'll give you an example. For many, many years, and think about this, your motivation for working and my motivation for working has been based on a very specific message, right? And that is to do what? To save for retirement, okay? And that message has been very calculated over the years by our 401k retirement community. And the message has been to save for retirement, right? And so, over the years, the whole idea is, hey, I'm going into work to punch a clock, to ultimately generate income, to save for retirement. Now think about this, okay? What if you took away the finish line? What if there was no finish line anymore? Okay, what if you woke up literally tomorrow and said, I am no longer thinking about working for the sole purpose of building for retirement, right? So that I can then enjoy my golden years. It's kind of counterintuitive, right? I'm going to prolong enjoying my life until I have enough money to do so. So I'm going to have you consider this, okay? That one of the first things that I had to do was change how I thought about wealth, or what I thought about wealth. I had to change my mindset around wealth. Okay, and then I think in doing so, we put ourselves into an opportunity to live a very rich life, right? Okay, a rich life. Okay, now, I think the first opportunity to getting to that path is to take away the finish line. Okay, there is no, I am working to save for retirement. That's just a function of what we do to be able to use the income that we generate to finance all the things that we love to do. Okay, but there is no finish line. So that's the first thing. Okay, and that's kind of a paradox with what has the messaging that we have probably received over the last probably 30 years or so, right? Messaging. So the first thing is consider how you think about wealth. Now, here's what's also really interesting, right? So, many years ago, one of the things that I figured out over time, okay, is for me, getting into an environment, let me change that. So the reason why I love real estate as a tool for building wealth, building profits, right, generating income, is it helped me rationalize this thought process, okay? So I'll give you an example. And it became the vehicle for doing that, right? So, when we think about building wealth, okay, historically it has been, and I think it still predominantly is, to save for retirement, okay? Now, I'm going to have you consider something a little different now, okay? Now, one of the reasons now over the years, at least for our clients, my partners, my investors, okay, my investor partners, and for myself, again, it was a mindset shift, right? So for most people that are investing, ultimately, they're investing to be able to create income to buy back time. Okay, and this is my experience. It's in 4 areas. Okay, it's number 1, your health, right? How many people do we know? And this is a very, I think, good environment to use this as an example, me included. Okay, is creating more time, okay, for health. Okay, the conversations that I've had over many years was, hey, John, I need to be able to free up more time to get healthy, right? So investing to create income, to free up more time, even if it's 2 hours now more a day that I can spend investing in my health. All right. Now, the other one is faith. Okay, there have been times and many conversations over the years, and this was one of mine where, you know, you're in an environment and something is just missing, right? You don't feel as connected for whatever reason. And, for me, there have been conversations that I've been involved in where it's, hey, John, I want to be able to go on this retreat, to fly out to a common conversation that I have is, go on a retreat out with my church group out to Israel, right? Or wherever the environment is, or just spend more time, spend more time in my faith, whatever that is, whatever that conversation. But again, it's a function of time, right? I want to buy back more time to spend more time now doing what I enjoy doing, right? Which is taking that trip, with my church group, with my fellowship group, whatever that looks like, okay? The third area, okay, is family, right? How many times have you had this conversation with your wife, your kids? Hey, dad, hey, mom, when are you going to be able to spend more time? Okay, that is a very, very common question, especially in corporate America, right? A very common conversation that we have not only with our bosses, but also with our spouse and our kids. That is a huge one, right? So real estate historically, for me, has allowed me to free up time, okay, to invest more time into my family, all right? And as well as, my partners, but that's a very conversation. So again, that additional income buys back time. Ultimately, I think what people are after is really more time to do the things that they enjoy. Number four, okay? The fourth one is purpose, right? I am no longer satisfied with what I'm doing at work. And usually it's because don't feel good about myself, right? No longer have a sense of purpose, no longer getting fulfilled in this role. So I want to be able to do something else, okay? Again, a function of time, right? So the summary is this, right? And of course, this conversation could be, a couple of hours, but I'm trying to condense this into probably no more than, 4 to 5 minutes. But I think the key principle is this, right? For the conversation of what is the fastest way to build wealth in real estate, I think the first thing is it has to start with a mindset shift, right? This whole idea behind saving for retirement or working for the sole purpose of being able to save for retirement so we can live out our golden years, you got to remove the finish line. And that's going to be a really difficult, I think, concept for many to grasp because the messaging for so long has been very, very different, right? But once you remove the finish line, I think now we put ourselves in a position where we can truly focus on maximizing the talents that we have to produce income, to then use that income to enjoy the things that we truly love, right? Of course, doing that responsibly so that we can, invest wisely to be able to have income or assets for retirement. But I think you get the point, right? The other is, to change how we think about time, right? And ultimately, real estate for me has been used to be able to make investment to free up time because after all, you are your greatest asset, right? You're your greatest asset. But if you want to be able to expand you as an asset so that you can produce more income, then you have to create time to be able to make that additional investment in yourself to increase your capacity to be able to generate more income, right? But ultimately, there are 4 areas, okay, is fitness, faith, family, and then of course, franchise, or what we call franchise. And the idea there being is, to do what you absolutely love and are passionate about, but all those areas need time, okay? And investment, in this case for us, for real estate, allows the income creation to be able to spend time in 1, 2, or make adjustments in 1, 2, 3. Ideally, you move all those areas forward at the same time. In doing so, right, we put ourselves in a position where we can live a rich life and build wealth along the way. So, hey guys, John Brackett, Fidelity Business Partners. You can check out our podcast, which is We Build Great Apartment Communities. link in with me here on LinkedIn. You can also link in on Facebook, Instagram. If there are other questions that you have, feel free to send them through LinkedIn or any of our other mediums. But hey, I wish you an amazing week, and I'll talk to you soon, all right?